Hi guys, and welcome to another WordPress video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we've built this WooCommerce shop site here. This is part of a course we did online. If you want to take the course, I've got a discount coupon below this video if you want to learn how to build this particular site. We used a free template and a free WordPress build to build this site here. It's a clothing store with all kind of different things and accessories and bits and pieces. What we're going to do in this series of video, we're going to install a plugin called Elementor, which will allow us to build extra pages. We've got plenty of pages on here. But what it's going to do is allow us to build real custom style pages. So follow along with this series and we'll show you how to build some great things using the Elementor plugin. Okay, today we're going to build a number counter section. Real easy, quite effective, and you see this on a lot of sites where you've got these escalating numbers here, and I've got them stopping at second intervals. First one on the left, last one stops on the right. And you know, it's sort of stats for stuff that you've sold. You can put a title in if you want. But let's get started on this. Let's go to where we left off in the last video. Here we go, and I'm going to hit the red button to create a new section. I'm going to have 4 columns. And if we go to our matrix now, I'm not going to put any padding or anything in the row just yet. If we go to our matrix, this little square box of square dots up here, let's go down to number counter. There we go, and let's put one in here. And as you can see, it's already started counting the numbers, and that's what we've got. So where do we want to start? Well, we'll start at 0 is fine. You can start it anywhere you want, but 0 is absolutely fine for me. And just put in a random number. I don't want that in there. Separator, it's 1,000 separator. Let's get rid of that. How long do I want it to take to finish its count? Well, 2 seconds will be fine for this one. That's fine. And let's say dresses. And what I'd like to do is make both the number and the text our blue color that we've been using here. So can I inspect? I can. I've got it up here. Let's inspect it and get this color quickly. Like I say, usually when I'm building a site, I'll have a note of all these colors, but I don't for this one. So this is how you find it. I'm using Chrome Inspector. I just right-clicked on the part that I wanted to inspect to find the color from, and there it is right there in our Style tab. So I'm going to copy that, close the Chrome Inspector, and let's go to our Style, typography to text color, and you'll see this is for the number, and we want to paste in our hexadecimal code right there. There we go, that's got that number blue. Size and style wise, I don't think I want to change it any more than that. That's absolutely fine. And for our title, well, I want to make that blue as well, so I'll paste that hex code in there. And for typography, I think I want it a bit bolder, and I definitely want it all uppercase. Size wise, that's probably okay. So let's bring the weight up to bold, transform it to uppercase. I think that's pretty much all I want to do. Now all I really want to do is add a little bit of padding top and bottom. So let's go over to advanced. And let's say we'll give it 100 top and bottom. I want to uncheck this because I only want to put padding top and bottom, not left and right. If you leave that checked, it's going to do all 4 of them. Let's try 100. That may be too much. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay, really, because if you think of our section height as being as high as this block, that's absolutely fine. So let's duplicate this now, if you're happy with that anyway. Now we've duplicated it, you'll find it underneath. You can move whichever one you want because they're both exactly the same. And we'll go into this one and we'll call this one shirts. And you don't have to capitalize when you're typing in because the CSS is capitalizing it for us. And let's make a different number. And let's make it a little longer to get to it. I'll add another second, so that's 3000. And obviously we're just going to continue along here. But another thing I will show you, quite often you'll see these sections with a circle around them. Now we can do that with a border. I don't particularly want to do this on this site, but I'll show you how to do it just in case you do. So let's go to our style. Let's go over to advanced, and there we'll find border, and let's give it a solid border, and the width of the border, let's make it 4 pixels. That's fine. And the color, we want it to be that blue color again. So we've got our border there, but that's not much fun. We want it to be around. We want it to basically be a circle. The easiest way to actually do this would be to give this module a bit of custom CSS, give it a fixed height and width. So if it's say 250 wide and 250 tall, that way you can get a perfect circle every time if it's square. But we'll pretend we're not doing that. Let's just do it with what we've got here instead of custom CSS. So we've got our border in there. To make it round, perfectly round, we can give it round corners by giving it a number in there, but I want it to be perfectly round. So we, instead of pixels, you see that's on pixels, we need to do a percentage. Now put in 50, and that'll make it perfectly round, or it'll make the corners all round. Now because we're taller than we are wide, it'll look like an oval. So let's put it in there, 50. Okay. Now we need to either adjust the margin or adjust the padding to make it into a round circle. So let's go to advanced. Let's go back to start and get to our padding on there. Okay, we've got 100 top and bottom. Looks like we need to take that down. Let's try 50 top and bottom and see what it looks like. You've got to do this by eye unless you're giving it that CSS height and width attribute so they're both exactly the same, which is the way I'd honestly do it if I was doing it. 50 is not going to be enough, so let's do 60 until you get a circle. It's pretty close. Let's try 70. Maybe a little bit too much again. That's pretty close. That's close enough. For me, that's doing it with CSS. But the trouble is, on different screen resolutions, you still might find that that circle is going to appear as an oval rather than a complete circle. So to do this is how to do it with CSS, how we've done it. But to do it properly so it'll stay circular on all devices, we really need to give it a CSS class. And I'm going to call it C for circle, C-O-U-N-T, circle counter, C count. Okay, so we're giving this a class. Let's go to our dashboard and get our customizer up under appearance here. Here's the customizer. And what we want to do is go down to our custom CSS, which will be at the bottom here, additional CSS. We'll give it a title, / // and write your title in between the two stars, and that will not be read as code. It just makes it easier to find if you have to look back. So I'm going to say circle counters. We'll try to, if I can spell it right, circle counters. And it was called, we called that class C count. It's a class, so you always put a dot. C-O-U-N-T was the name, I believe. If it wasn't, then this isn't going to work. And what we'll do, we'll try giving it height 250 pixels, And we'll also give it width of 250 pixels. Let's save that, publish it. Now let's have another look here. I guess we'd want to update, and then I'm going to refresh. Let's go down to where we were. Now, because that is now a perfect square, what we need to do is go in and change that padding slightly. We can probably put similar padding all the way around, or take it out completely. Let's go to advanced, let's check this, and just take this to 0 a moment. Okay. Now let's add our padding back. 50 top, 50 bottom. We need a little bit more, because left and right you can see they're stretching to the box. So let's just try. We got about 20, so let's say 60. I was looking at the gap at the bottom there. That's where that 20 came from. I don't think I want 600. A little bit more. 2 and 1, 2 and 1 more. There we go. So those will be circular all the time. But like I say, I didn't really, I don't really want that circles. So that was just an exercise to show you how to do it. Now, if we want to change this to look back like this, or if we want to change the, well, let's just copy this and I'll show you a really cool trick. So I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to pull this one over here. Okay, so say we've done all this and we decided, well, I guess I better put that in the middle of this block first. So we need to give it a bit of margin at the top. Let's uncheck that because I really want it just at the top. And I imagine we probably want about 60 pixels. Oops, I'm on the wrong one, obviously. Let's take that back to 0. And let's get on the one that we do actually want. And margin, let's try that 60. No, oh, that's made them all 60. Let's undo that. And I didn't uncheck our little chain there, so that gave us that problem, that oval problem. Let's try 60. Well, it's pretty close. Yeah, actually it's too much. If you think of that as the top and that as the bottom, might really want 30. Say that. Yeah, so we got that gap at the top and we got that gap at the bottom. It's pretty close. You can adjust it some more if you want to, but I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, the cool thing that I was going to show you is, say you've built this and then you've suddenly decided, well, I like the look of this better and I want this one on the right to look like this one on the left. You can go up and you can click copy. Once you've copied it, you can actually paste it into another column there, or you can go to one that looks slightly different from it. You can right click and hit paste style. And what that will do, it will just paste the styles from one to the other. So you've still got the original number and the text and everything, but you've actually just copied the styles over. But like I said, I don't want these circles. That's just an option to show you. So I want them all to look like this. So I'm simply going to do this, copy, go to the next one, paste style, boom, paste style, paste style. And that's a really useful little feature right there. Okay, so we got dresses, we got shirts, and let's say pants on this one. Go to the content, pants. Take the timing out. Let's make it 3 seconds to get to that number. And let's change the number. And let's move on to this one. I guess we'll do shoes for this one. Again, we'll change that number. We'll make this, I guess I better make it an even number. It'll look kind of weird how selling an odd number of shoes. Okay, and animation duration, we're going to just take that one up again. All right, let's save that, update, and see what we've got. Preview our changes. And go down to where we were. That's absolutely fine. Of course, we're going to have another section below this, but for a stat counter, that's absolutely fine. Another option we could do, we could make this full width so it stretches the full width. For number counters like this is probably a good idea. So let's go ahead and do that. Very easy. I'm sure you know how to do this now. If we go back to our Elementor, we want to go to the actual section itself, which is the blue, and we'll say stretch section. Now you won't see any difference there, but content width, when I change that from boxed to full, you'll see them spread out a bit more. There we go. Update. And you can do that with any content and any section. And now let's preview our changes, and I think we should be done. So there you have it. There's our little stat counter section, number counter section. I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're interested in web development, have a look down below. We've got some great free web development courses down there, as well as some premium courses with some huge discounts for our YouTube subscribers. So do check it out. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.